In one of my earlier videos on spawning infinite numbers of bees, someone pointed out that instead of using a dispenser to spew bees into the air, you can use a command block. Because there's a summon command in Minecraft. I'll show you how it works. You basically say, you type the word summon, and then what you want to summon. Optionally, you can say where you want it to spawn. So I'll just summon a bee right now, and that should have it didn't get that for some reason. Okay, for some reason when you're summoning a bee, you have to say Minecraft bee. There it is. There's the bee. There's the bee. There he goes. So if we put one of those, if we put a summon command into a command block, then, well, it's got advantages over a dispenser. First of all, it won't actually run out. It will keep on. It's got an infinite supply of the things it's summoning, whereas a dispenser has only got 64 times 9, which is still a lot of bees. Secondly, a command block takes up a lot less space. And if you make them repeating command blocks, like these purple blocks here, repeating command blocks don't need a redstone circuit to trigger them again and again and again. We don't need that loop. So the whole thing can be a lot more compact. So what you see here, this is in fact an infinite mob spawner that will cover the entire plan. You can see it takes up less space than my entire contraption that needed to be repeated. So I'll show you how it works. In there, you see that empty space there. When there is a purple command block there, the purple command blocks are repeating command blocks. A normal command block just does the command once, every time it's triggered by redstone perhaps, whereas a repeating command block does it every tick. That's about 20 times per second in Minecraft. So that space is empty. Now these repeating command blocks here, what do? These are all quite simple. They're just testing to see if there's a repeating command block in that empty space. Okay? All of these ones at the bottom are testing that. And so as long as there's no purple thing there, nothing else is going to happen. Nothing else is going to happen because every single one of these green ones on top I've set to be conditional on the thing below passing. So the test for block, when the test for block fails, and you can see it is failing continually, you can see the block is air, it was expected to be a repeating command block. The test failed, and so the command block above, because it was made conditional, that didn't activate. Now what does this command block above do? You can see it's a clone command. Okay? There are in fact 2 clone blocks. I'll tell you what they do. I mean the numbers, there's a bunch of numbers there. What they do, the first one of these copies its own column 1 step across. And so suddenly there will be another column with a test saying, is there a repeating command block here? And there is. And then these clone commands will be here. So then they will be executed because there is a repeating command block there. And the first one is to clone itself there. And then there'll be another clone of this column here, another clone of this column here. And so these columns will suddenly spew out in that direction there. What about the next one? The next one on top is also a clone command. What that's doing, it's not copying itself. Hello, bee. It's copying this row of 5 here. So the command block on top, the command block here in the middle copies itself and its own column to there. The command block on top copies this row here. And so when that takes place, the command block the column that was just copied will do the same thing. It will copy itself to there, and then the row that was here, which is now a copy of this, to there. And so this contraption here will be copied infinitely many times out across the sea like that, all the way to that island and beyond. The other side, as you can imagine, is the same thing. First it copies itself there, which the copy will then copy itself there, and then that copy will copy itself there. But while they're doing that, while they're making those copies, the next block on top copies this contraption here, which will then get copied here, which will then get copied here, which will then get copied here, and so forth. And so these contraptions not only spreading across the sea, they'll spread across the land over those hills towards that forest as well. Now, what do these do? They are more of the same kind of thing. This one here, again, it's basically the same as those columns of 3. It copies itself there, and then it copies this column of 2 to there. And so what you'll end up with is this column of 2 will spread out in that direction. Not just this one, but all of the copies will spread out in that direction, led by this column of 3, which is causing everything to just multiply across in that direction. And this similarly will head out in that direction. So finally, what's this column of 2? Well, those are the actual mob spawners. I've decided not to do bees, I've decided to do chickens. Don't ask why. So all we need to do now, this whole thing will explode as soon as we get a repeating command block there. I could just place it right now, but rather than do that, I figured it would be nice to get an aerial view of the whole thing taking off. So that's going to spread across the entire countryside as soon as a repeating command block appears in the middle there. And this command block will do exactly that. It sets that particular location to a repeating command block as soon as it's triggered by redstone. So let's do that. I'll set this off, and then we'll fly to a good vantage point to see the whole chaos take place. Okay, flying down. Any second now, it's going to go. And away we go. Just look at all those chickens. They're spawning out at 20 per second from every single copy of those mob spawners. And those mob spawners are being copied in every direction. So we have an enormous big cloud of chickens just appearing everywhere. So many that Minecraft just grinds to a complete halt very, very quickly. Just look at them go. Look at them. Some of the chickens have already died. I don't know what they're dying of. Or maybe that's from earlier. So yeah, that's probably from my earlier testing. Here we go. Let's pause Minecraft. Let's stop Minecraft now. You can see this is just completely overwhelmed Minecraft on this system, because it is trying to fill the entire world with every second you get 20 chickens spawn from every block, and every second, well, 20 times a second, it's trying to create new spawners that spawn chickens out at 20 chickens per second. So it just doesn't have time to do that, as well as animate the chickens and all of the other 3D graphics that happen in the world. I can't even I can't even do anything. Minecraft's completely unresponsive now. We're just going to have to kill it with the task manager. Sorry, Minecraft. Wow, it's not even in the task manager anymore. Even the task manager can't. Okay, so I didn't actually kill Minecraft then. It just died spontaneously. That just shows it just died spontaneously. So that is how you could fill an entire world with chickens if you had a sufficiently powerful computer, which clearly I don't have. That's about all for this video. I've got some ideas for how to use these ideas for something more practical, something more useful, which hopefully I'll get time to make, because I'm actually quite excited about the idea. Setting up a game in Minecraft and using this infinite spawner to create the map for the game. But more on that in a future video, if I get time to do it, which hopefully I will. If you want to see that, if you want to get notified about that, subscribe, tap the notification icon to switch notifications on, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.